Good Saturday morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Taylor Stephenson with 13 News Now. Here's your tropics update as of August 3rd, right around 8 a.m. We are tracking Tropical Depression Fou right now over Cuba, but forecast to become Tropical Storm Debby as we get into the second half of the weekend. Now, the track is a little further west than it initially was anticipated just a day or so ago, but as it gets over those warm Gulf waters, it may have the opportunity to become a hurricane just before landfall as we get into parts of Florida. Now, that cone of uncertainty gets really big because some models keep this system right around the Atlantic and push it back inland. We also could see the opportunity of it just heading more into the east, getting closer to those outer banks. So a lot to determine as we get further into the forecast. But what we know for now is that the Hurricane Center is saying that this could become Tropical Storm Debby as we get into early tomorrow morning. So we do have tropical storm warnings in effect for a lot of the western coast of Florida. We also have tropical storm watches in effect for parts of the Keys heading into inland Florida. And now, new as of this morning, we do have that hurricane watch in effect for parts of the northern Florida coast. So again, if this system stays over the water long enough, it may become a low-end hurricane right before landfall. So the models right now, the spaghetti plots showing this system pretty much a really good agreement on where this would go through Florida, heading through parts of extreme southeastern Georgia. And then it gets a little bit muddy as we get near the Carolinas. That's why our forecast is a little bit dicey here in Hampton Roads in northeast North Carolina, depending on where this system does end up heading into the middle parts of next week. So let's talk about the model comparisons that we do have. The European and the American models. This shows that they're in really good agreement that this will move up through parts of the eastern Gulf, heading into parts of northern Florida, and then moving over parts of South Georgia, heading near Savannah. And these models actually say this system may linger in the water just a little bit before heading back inland. So there's a lot to watch out for as we get into the next day or so, heading into the end of next week. Now, we are very far from the end of the hurricane list in terms of names. If we do see that system becoming a tropical storm, it would get the name Debby. But this is to remind you that we still have a long ways to go when it comes to hurricane season. Remember, the peak day for hurricane season is not until September 10th. For 13 News Now, meteorologist Taylor Stephenson.